Sky Ferreira left us when we needed her the most. I've been really beating myself up the past few days because I've just been feeling sick and not like doing anything, and so I'm like, you fucking lazy piece of shit, you're probably faking it, aren't you? You just want to lay in bed all day, watch YouTube, fucking lazy ass piece of shit. And then I found out I have COVID. I have the coronavirus, and I'm up here making fun of myself for being a lazy asshole. And then I realized, thanks to the help from my therapist, that that's my mom's voice inside me. And the only reason she used to say that to me, she used to say, oh, you're faking it, get up and go to school. We all have to do things we don't want to do. The only reason she did that to me is because then the school would call her and say, hey, your kid just threw up. And they call her at work. And so she'd be like, oh, see, I got to go pick up my sick kid. Bye. And then she'd take the day off of work to take care of her sick kid. But really, she would just fucking drop me off at my grandma's and then do fuck all on her own. Fuck around is what she'd do. Anyway, and I have been letting that permanently alter my brain chemistry. It's so fucked up. It's like consciously I know that I should rest and I should like be sick or whatever, but subconsciously it's still ingrained in my brain that if I'm sick, I'm a lazy piece of shit asshole, because that's what I've been told my whole life. Pretend there's cartoon blinking sounds here. If I had extra lives, like 9 lives, like a cat or something, I would not save them for accidents. I would not be waiting. I would be killing myself in front of people that upset me, that I'm mad at. If someone comments something rude, I'm flying to your city, I'm killing myself in front of you, altering the trajectory of your life. I'm starting my next life. I can't wait to be old, because then everything I say will be excusable and funny. Like, that would have been so funny if a 70-year-old said it. Like, if a 7-year-old is like, oh, I want to die, I hate this world, everyone's like, good one. But when I do it, it's not funny. When I go through menopause at 23, I'm still not as funny as an old person. But I think I should be funny. I think people should be laughing. Or even if it's not funny, it's like excusable when you're old. You can like be an asshole when you're old, and it's like, they've lived enough life, they get to be an asshole. I think I've lived enough life that I'm allowed to be an asshole. I do think, I don't want to be. I mean, I do want... Dear algorithm, please stop putting Nietzsche stuff on my shit. Like, we've been through this. I know I talk about Nietzsche a lot, but I only talk about how I hate him. So why are you putting Nietzsche dick suckers on my fucking timeline? Stop it. I'm fucking sick of it. Just because I read Camus and Dostoevsky and whoever the fuck else does not mean I like Nietzsche. He's a fucking sexist incel who... That is a pleonasm, wait. Rest in peace, J.D. Salinger. Shout out J.D. Salinger. That's kind of hard to say. Shout out J.D. Salinger, because without him, we might still be living in a world with John Lennon in it. That's terrifying. That's not a reality we need. That's not something we need in this reality, so. Shout out Catcher in the Rye. Men want fake shit that doesn't look fake. You want fake lips because you want big lips. I never got complimented on my lips until I got fake lips. But when they look fake, then they're like, that's fucking stupid. I only like natural girls. But when the lips look natural, but they're fake, they like them. Same with boobs. They want the titties to be perky. They want the nipples to be in the middle. Naturally, nipples don't usually go in the middle. They go lower. Usually, boobs hang lower because they're for feeding babies. And you feed a baby down here, not here. So, but they don't want the boobs to look fake. They just want them to be fake and to look fake. They don't want to know that they're fake. And they like to pretend that they like natural girls. Same with makeup. They want a girl who's wearing makeup but doesn't look like she's wearing makeup. They don't want her to see her natural skin. They don't want freaking short-ass freaking eyelashes. They don't want jagged eyebrows. They like a girl with natural-looking makeup, but they don't like natural girls. They say they like natural girls, but you show up a girl without makeup that they would normally be attracted to with natural looking makeup, and they're gonna fucking say she looks like a crackhead or she looks sick or something. Men don't actually want natural women, and this is not a hot take. I'm just thinking about it. Too many of y'all's compliments come off like nagging. Like, someone told me I'm as close to perfection as someone can get. Just I know nobody's perfect. Why do you have to bring it up? Why bring up that I'm not perfect? Nagging to me. Someone says, you're one of the most beautiful girls in the country? Why did he not call me the most beautiful girl in the world? I'm considering that nagging. Now, right after that, a guy said, subdued by the radiance of a supreme queen. You are my true dream in every sense of the word. Perfection rivals in your shadow. Now, that is a compliment. He probably stole it from somewhere, and I'm still not going to reply, but that's how you compliment me. Take notes. That's poetry. Which reminds me, if anyone has been watching these, lurking, waiting for me to come out of my insult era, it's not going to happen, honey. I never say honey, what was that? Anyway, it's not going to happen, bud. That's much more me. I am not coming out of this cave. You will have to come into the cave, lure me into a false sense of security, and then drag me out. But even as you drag me out, my arms will be flailing, I'll be scratching, I'll be clawing, I'll be gripping at the walls of the cave. I'm not coming out of the cave without a fight. And so you're gonna have to get creative with it or something. You're gonna have to get serial killer stalkery with it. Just kidding. Nobody please serial killer stalk. Imagine if I survived though, I would make so much money. I would turn that into a business venture. Dude, I hate when people are like, stop using the word accountant. It's bad for actual accountants. Like, I don't use the word accountant. I call myself what I am. But it's like so fucking stupid because the reasoning behind it is it makes accountants look bad because you guys are bad and people think bad things about you and there's a lot of stigma behind it and I don't want to deal with that stigma. It's like, maybe the fucking solution here is to not not use the word accountant, but instead to end the stigma against sex workers. Maybe that's the actual fucking root of the problem, is stigma against sex workers, and the problem isn't people using the word accountant for it. And also, if they pick another word, people are just going to be mad because people are mad at sex workers no matter what, so. I do like the phrase touch grass, but I think it's used towards the wrong sorts of people. Like, people that are extremely online being told to touch grass, like, that's valid. But I always see, like, pictures on Pinterest of, like, oh, a tree fort or, like, something in nature. And people are like, oh, this is pretty, but imagine the bugs. Like, oh, my God, go touch grass. That's the kind of people we need to be telling to go touch grass. The people that see pictures of outside and go, oh, bugs. Okay, worst fucking case scenario, they bite you and they're poisonous. Go to the hospital, suck the poison out. What the fuck? Like, are you really gonna not go outside because there's bugs? You are fucking so online. Like, you're chronically online. I saw a video of a guy foraging acorns, and in the comments, so many people being negative as shit about, like, weevils in them, and he talked about how to avoid that in the fucking video. And then there's somebody in the comments saying, bending over and picking them up like I'm in some third world country. And they were not being sarcastic. They were serious. That's not even all they said. I'm not going to go back and find the comment. This is a while ago I saw this, but it's relevant to this conversation. Touch grass. Bend over and touch the grass like you're in some third world country. Holy fucking shit, it's foraging acorns. How are you so upset over foraging acorns? Die. I just hate that there's bugs things. There's bugs inside your house. They will get inside your house no matter how clean you keep it. There's bugs on you and in you, basically. 98% of animal life is bugs. Shrimp is bugs. No, but seriously, if you live your whole life afraid of teeny little tiny bugs where 99% of them don't even hurt you and are more scared of you than you are of them, you are the weakest link. And I really hope, I wish natural selection was a real thing, and I wish you would be gone and your lineage would never prosper. I'm like this close to my eugenics era because I've been thinking a lot about a lot of people who should not procreate, and I'm like, okay, that's not the right of me or the government or anyone to say who can have sex and who can make babies, but like I'm this close to the edge of going, you're cut off. You're cut off. Do I have a little bit of a superiority complex when I see people reading Colleen Hoover? Yes, but it's subconscious, and like when I consciously recognize it, I try to like stuff it down or like change my thought pattern or whatever and be like, people like what they like, and if that makes them happy, who am I to judge? I don't like Colleen Hoover as a person or as an author also, and I'm allowed to be a hater in that sense, but I can't be a hater towards the consumers, right? And I keep myself in pretty good check, but oh my God, when I see posts about people who read classics dissing on Colleen Hoover, it makes me sick. Like, I get so much secondhand embarrassment, it makes me nauseous. I'm just like, stop, you're so embarrassing, because I feel like when people like the things that I like, I'm like associated with those people, and like what they do is like what people think I think and do, and I'm just like, stop, you're embarrassing us. Like, you're embarrassing us. You're not fucking unbasic for reading Dostoevsky. Dostoevsky is so fucking basic. You're not fucking unbasic for reading Kafka. Kafka is so basic. Like, stop acting like you're like not like the other girls because you don't read Coho. You're just like the other girls. The girls love Camus, okay? I don't know what you're trying to prove. And also, I have a suspicion that half of the people who act like they read classics are not actually reading them. Like, they're reading them and they're sitting down and then they're like zoning out the whole time, and then they're only like, they come to and they see a line that they like, and then they like highlight it and like annotate it, and then they post the video of their book all like annotated, and they're like, I just read The Stranger, and they're like, oh, I just read Crime and Punishment, and it's like, could you give me a few plot points? I think they couldn't. I honestly do not think they could tell you what it's about other than what other people have told them that it's about. I do not think half of these people that are reading classics are actually reading them, and that's part of why it makes me like nauseous to see them dissing on people, because at least the people reading Colleen Hoover actually know what's going on. Do you even know what's going on, honestly? And I'm not saying they're like the hardest books in the world. I mean, like, it's not like they're like reading them in freaking Russian too. Like, obviously they're reading modern translations, and like, I'm not the smartest person in the world and I usually know what's going on, but I still have to look up like chapter summaries, or like I have to look up words all the time. Like, you're telling me these girls hating on Instagram are really, I don't know. Guys, I'm the dumbest girl alive. I'm literally so stupid. This is so embarrassing, but I need to speak my truth. I thought you could eat the stickers on fruit. I was told as a child that you could, so I've eaten my fair share of them. I have. Until I was researching composting, as one does when one is learning to compost, and I read something about how if you're like recycling like banana peels or whatever, make sure to take the stickers off. Holy shit. The gears in my head started grinding, and I started thinking, if I can't compost it, then I can't eat it. I look it up, sure enough, it's plastic. I've been sitting here worried about microplastics, not eating stuff that comes out of plastic bags, feeling infertile whenever I touch plastic, and the whole time, I have mega plastic inside me. I have just straight up plastic. Just been raw dogging the plastic. I might as well just freaking shred up my credit card and eat it instead of buying food with it, huh? I'm so stupid. And the funniest thing is, like, that scene from Always Sunny, I always have loved that scene where Charlie's like, I eat stickers all the time, dude. But I thought the joke was Mac was being stupid because you actually can eat the stickers, and Charlie's also stupid because he eats stickers that you can't eat. But the joke is you can eat the stickers on the fruit. You can't eat the stickers on the fruit, guys. I'm embarrassed, but I'm sharing this so that if you've been eating stickers on fruit, maybe it's time to stop.